Saving Fragmas, a ScentSiblings.ca production. Oh, hi. Fancy meeting you here. Oh, you smell wonderful. Oh, you got that for Christmas last year, did you? Well, you're probably here to thank me for... Wait, what? You don't know what I'm talking about? Story time! Well, it all started like this.
Only 2 juffing days left till Christmas, and I have a terrible cold in my nose. Yes, it's just a cold, it's not the bloody road.
Said Snowdrop, the one and only perfume making elf. Well, he's more of a sprite in it at Santa's workshop.
I can't smell a fucking thing.
Son of a cotton-headed ninny-muggins,
said the normally imperturbable Santa Claus, whose name you know was actually Scentertainment, but who has time for that kind of backstory? Nobody. That's who.
I guess we have to send letters to everyone in Fragcom saying that there's no perfume this year and that it's too late to pick a new gift, so everyone is getting...
He paused then, and he said the most horrific thing he could think of, because he was in a pissy mood.
Socks.
Why did I overhear this, you ask? Well, it's because I was on a recon mission, looking through the most humble perfume collections in all the land to see who the really deserving YouTubers, perfume weirdos, frag heads, which is the preferred term, were. You see, I'm Yuli, short for Yule Log, and I was the apprentice to Snowdrop, so I had to do all the shit jobs while he just sat around with his evil cat. Snowdrop had accidentally butt-dialed me, and I could hear everything going on in that room. Oh, still scared to this day. Well, as I already said, 'twas 2 days before Christmas, and all through the land not a scent was forthcoming, not even a knockoff brand. I knew in a moment how to make it all right. I knew the journey had to begin on that very night. Oh shit, I proclaimed as I nearly fell on my ass. I need to quit rhyming. So, like I said, I knew what needed to do. I was at the home of a certain scent sister who'd recently cut her hair to sell it. Ew, who sells hair? Marcial, is buying hair even a thing? To buy her husband a fragrance to wear for the white t-shirt tag service Vibes had tagged him in, but she didn't know this, so this is irony, so suck it, Alanis. Not really. I love you, Alanis. There was nothing more precious in the world to that scent sister than the final, and I mean final, she drained that sucker drop of Orchidee Vanille from the decant sent to her by her fairy scent sister, Joss. I was sure, nay, I was convinced that with this precious drop, Santa could use his Christmas magic to create scents to send to all the frag heads, and Fragmas would be saved. All I had to do was get it to him somehow. So I took the beloved decant that held in it all the wonder and magic of the world, and not just because it wasn't available on any of the gray market sites, and so she'd had to put her name on a waiting list anyway because she was on a stupid freaking no-buy, and I didn't end that parenthesis, sorry. And I set off back to the North Pole. Of course, I'd used the very last of my elf magic to pilfer this sample. We're not really allowed to touch stuff in the real world, so I didn't have enough magic to get my elf ass back magic styles. There was nothing for it, so I started my lonely journey. And as I walked through the snow, I nearly shit myself because suddenly, out of nowhere, there came a waft of the most heavenly scent I'd ever sniffed, and a beautiful voice that made me tingle down to my pointy toes, and then I saw her.
You,
said the voice. What the actual fuck? I cried in dismay, and just like that, I dropped the precious vial of Orchidee Vanille, and it shattered into a million tiny pieces, and I guess I lost my hat, too. Well, thanks a lot, spooky but gorgeous lady who smells better than anything I've ever smelled before. I guess that's that.
You will be visited by 3 spirits this very night on your noble quest, you weird little whatever you are. Oh, look, FragranceNet has a 36% off coupon code. I gotta go. 3 spirits coming your way. Bye.
And as she disappeared, she left behind her a trail of decants, the likes of which no one had ever seen the likes of which before. English is hard. All the most beautiful scents in the whole world. Oh, thank you, beautiful spirit. I'll never be able to pay you back. As I followed the trail of decants, I came across some sparkly stuff in the snow. And there, to my utter delight, I found a beautiful black beanie in the snow. And as I approached, the hat transformed into a most beautiful and beautiful smelling spirit.
I am the spirit of Scent's Path,
said the gorgeous image.
I'm here to help you save Fragmas. Your heart is true, but you smell like shit. Here, take these samples of Penhaligon's, Desquared, and Guerlain and spray these on. And what the heck? Take this hat I made with my own hands, take them all with 0 expectations, and then take 2 steps forward, then 2 steps back, then do the hokey pokey and turn yourself around, and you'll be in the forest of swirling, twirling perfume lids. You'll know what to do. Goodbye. I have to go and selflessly support all the YouTubers in Fragcom with kind and encouraging comments.
And with a sweet, lovely poof, she was gone. So I walked through the forest of swirling, twirling perfume lids, but I'm not the smartest cookie in the jar. And so I actually had no idea what to do, but the lids did. Ooh, that's fun to say. Lids did, lids did, lids did. They all jumped into the gorgeous handmade by Nora knits hat, and on we walked. Now I was really lost, but just as I was about to give up again, I smelled the most wonderful smell and heard the most melodic voice and saw the most beautiful spirit.
I am the spirit of Fragmas present,
She said.
Be not afraid, little stinky elf dude, for I bring you good tides of great joy that will be for all the frag heads. Today, on the island of lidless perfume bottles, a solution to your problems has been given unto you. Also, ew, you stink. Did that other lady scare the shit out of you? She's pretty incredible, so I know what that's like. Here, take this huge box of luxury niche samples, including Kilian and BDK and Nishane. And just for P's and G's, take this entire Swiss Arabian Discovery set.
And as she spoke, she began to giggle and fade away. But how do I get to the island of Little's perfume bottles? I cried. And what the heck happened to my hand? And then he appeared, my newest and most dearest friend. A penguin in Canada. You say you're going to suspend your disbelief for all this other crap, but the penguin is where you're going to draw the line? Ugh, good grief. And then I saw them. All of them. The entire island was filled with bottles that had no lids. And they were all crying. Well, I mean, they were all kind of more leaking than crying, what with not having any lids on, whatever. And as we approached, the lids under my hat started freaking out. Off flew the hat and out flew the lids. Each lid found its bottle. And my penguin friend said,
Eau de parfum, eau de parfum, eau de parfum.
By which he obviously meant, let's go see the king. Maybe he'll let you stay the night, and you can continue on your journey to save Fragmas tomorrow. So all the perfumes, newly reunited with their lids, jumped under my hat, and off we went to see the king. So we went to see the king, and she said, maybe this year Santa will take these bottles to loving homes instead of gray market sites where, don't get me started. And then, dear Fraghead, it finally dawned on me. I'd saved Fragmas. Surely Santa could work his magic with these 11. I couldn't find a picture of Maddie's Irish cream, perfumes, and Fragmas would be saved. And just then, another heavenly scent caught my nose, and I was greeted by a third beautiful spirit.
I'm the spirit of Fragmas future,
She said.
You're a stinky little weirdo, aren't you? Here, take this to Santa so he can finally do that white t-shirt tag he's been procrastinating doing. It's Delicia de Marshmallow. Perfect for that old fart.
And with that, she put a ton of goodies into a box labeled cosmetics, and she was gone in a flash. Let's speed this up, shall we? We got back to the North Pole. I told all the elves and the snowdrop the great news, but Santa was in even more fouler mood because of two reasons. Well, first, he hadn't come up with an idea for the white t-shirt tag, and second, his sled was broken.
You see, Yuli, the sled runs on Christmas chair, and all those frag heads are right miserable sons of cotton-headed ninny-muggins, so there's not enough chair to run the bloody sleigh. And as we all know, the best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing aloud for all to hear. I'm afraid if we don't get a song going, everyone is shit out of luck, not just them frag heads.
What happened? You mean you don't know? I mean, you must know about the part where I give Santa the Delizia del Marshmallow and the white shirt I bought from the guy in the first scene. I bought it. He was selling it on eBay for a great price, and I'm a huge fan, so I bought it. Sue me. And then, well, you know what happened then, don't you? You don't know about the 12 days of Fragmas? Well, I guess you'll have to go to Rose and Joe's channel on Christmas Eve to find out. See you there.